Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting to you live inside DPAT's Laboratory at Barangay Anonas in the city of Ordanera, the province of Pangasinan, the Republic of the Philippines. This is your host here, Don Patrick D. Padaguilar, your host slash racer slash marshal slash producer slash director, all in one package, bringing you live action in our penultimate chapter of September 2025 here on DPAT's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2. Yush! Hello mga kadipat and good afternoon, early good afternoon to all who are watching this live stream right now for those who will be watching anytime here inside Dipas Laboratory because ano nga po, nasa kasagsagan tayo ng pananalasan ng bagyong kasagsagan na tayo ng pananalasan ng bagyong Nando, yung Nando or Ragasa as internationally known. And it's currently passing through Babuyan Islands going outside the Philippine Air Responsibility about tonight or early morning tomorrow. Lalabas na po yung mata ng bagyo. Hopefully nga lang na ganun nga po mangyari so that hindi na po tayo bahain dito ng gusto. So again, it's Don Patrick D. Padaguilar here bringing you all the live Tamiya Mini 4-wheel drive racing action in our penultimate chapter of DPAT's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2. Although ano nga po, medyo binabaha na nga kami sa mga panahon ito. So as of this moment, it's we're barely surviving a flood. A sudden flash flood came into our residence here at Amyanan or the North as it's being known, the North or Amyanan in the Philippines. Binaha po yung ano namin. So kaya habang hindi pa binabaha po itong racetrack na nandito, so we'll start immediately. So we'll start right away with our live Tamiya Mini Power Drive Racing here on DTL Season 2 of Stock Motor Conference in our penultimate chapter. Again, this is the penultimate chapter of the 9 race day schedule of September 2025 na nagkataon nga lang na masama yung naging lagay ng panahon. So habang hindi pa tayo binabaha masyado, habang hindi pa kami napapasukan ng tubig, so sisimulan na po natin kagad. We'll start right away our live racing here on DTL SMC. Hopefully nga lang makaalis na agad yung Super Typhoon Ragasa or in the Philippines we call it Nando. Nando or Ragasa in international names. As international as it's being known in its international name, yung Ragasa. It's not Ragasa. In the Philippines they call it Ragasa. Yes indeed, it was Ragasa. It's a sudden surge of strong rains. Sometimes it's torrential to some other areas, especially those in the under signal number 4 and 5, 3, 4 and 5 for that matter. As of this moment, Pangasinan is at signal number 1. So, hopefully nga lang, signal number 1 lang talaga. Signal number 1 nga lang, pero it happened to be a sudden flash flood simply because of some drainage being clogged. May mga baradong ano nga lang na kanal. So let's see kung sana nga lang po hindi na tumaas pa yung tubig baha dito sa amin. So habang hindi pa tumataas yung tubig baha, we'll start immediately our race day number 8 of the scheduled 9 race day schedule. For more information regarding the summary of the previous race day, just watch the previous live, the latest live video before this. Yung nakaraang live video natin sa DTL SMC, pakipanood na lang po yung what transpired last run and gun Wednesday, September 17, 2025. So without further ado, let's proceed right away with our race number 1 of the penultimate chapter on DTL SMC, beginning with our race number 1. Taking on T-Mac Avatari. Alright, so it's Monday, so the starting lane of the cars will be at lane 2 for the higher seat and lane 1 for the lower seat. And then it's going to be an alternate starting lane. Alright, in our race number 1, it's Cosmo Atomica taking on T-Mac Avatari. And in this matchup, it's Cosmo Atomica at lane 2 and T-Mac Avatari at lane 1. So that's identical with the respective color designs. Once again, Team Akabatari starting at the blue lane or lane 1. And Cosmo Atomica starting at the red lane or lane 2 to start off our festivities here on DTL SMC Season 2 with our race number 1. Ready, set, bye. Draw. Draw po yung ating race number 1. Okay. First course out. Sinong first course out? Race number 2. Loser. Sino yung una? Yun. Race number 2. Okay. Race number 2 will be Papa Roach versus Archer Amertal for our race number 2. Biglang sinira yung ating forma ng dahil sa bigla ang pagtawag. May nagpuwersang magtawag. Number 2, Papa Roach versus Archer Amertal. Papa Roach at lane 1, Archer Amertal at lane 2. Okay. So, baliktad ng kanilang mga kulay naman. Red lane for Archer Amertal, blue lane for Papa Roach. Race 2. Ready, set, right. Hit. Game over. Hindi ko nakuha. Hindi ko na napulot. Lane 2. Winner pala. Papa Roach, winner for race number 2. Hit. Hit yun, hit. Hindi po natin kasi pwedeng i-cancel tong yung live natin, so aagahan ko na lang po para matapos tayo ng mga we'll try to finish this early. Let's do the best that we can to finish this early as soon as possible. Race number 3, we have Zeta versus Avatari. Alright, Zeta versus Avatari, race number 3. Zeta at lane 2, Avatari at lane 1. Again, Avatari lane 1, Zeta lane 2, race number 3. Ready, set, bye. Game. Draw. Draw. Battery course out. First course out. Race number 4. Right away. Race number 4, Unicosmos versus Cosmo Atomica, Twin Cosmosonics going at it in our race number 4. Unicosmos lane 1, Cosmo Atomica lane 2. Again, Unicosmos lane 1, Cosmo Atomica lane 2, race number 4. Ready, set, bye. Penultimate lap, final lane changer. Good. Final lap. Good. Final lap. Cosmo Atomica winner. Alright. Bibilisan na lang po natin as soon as possible. Tatapusin po natin kaagad. Race 4. Lost to Cosmo. Tapos Cosmo 1. Race number 5. Agad. Race number 5 tayo kaagad. Habang tahimik pa yung paligid. Okay, Papa Roach versus T-Mac Avatari, race number 5. Papa Roach versus T-Mac Avatari for race number 5. Papa Roach lane 2, T-Mac Avatari lane 1. Pareho ng kulay nila. Blue lane for T-Mac Avatari, red lane for Papa Roach as their respective starting lanes in this race number 5. Ready, set, bye. Bye. Good. Good. Draw. Draw game. Draw. Draw. Sino yung first course out? Papa Roach. Oh, Unicosmos Papa Roach next. First course out, Papa Roach. Draw. Race number 6. Agad. Race number 6, Archera Myrtle versus Avatari. Okay. Race number 6 natin, Archera Myrtle versus Avatari. Lane 1, Archera Myrtle. Lane 2, Avatari. Archera Myrtle at lane 1, Avatari at lane 2 as their respective starting lanes in this race number 6. Ready, set, bye. Grabe naman pala niya. Oh, diba? Good. Alright. Drop. Avatari, first course out. Draw game. Draw. Avatari, first course out. Oh, last course out. Yan. Then, race number 7. Race number 7, Zeta versus Cosmo Atomica. Alright? Zeta versus Cosmo Atomica for our race number 7, wherein Zeta will start at lane 2, Cosmo Atomica lane 1. Again, Zeta starting at lane 2, Cosmo Atomica lane 1, race number 7. Ready, set, bye. Okay. Penultimate lap. Final lap. Draw. Draw game. Zeta first course out. Zeta Avatari done. Zeta Avatari done na pala. Zeta Cosmo. Zeta first course out. Tapos Avatari next. Si Zeta Avatari tapos na eh. Race number 8. Race number 8, Unicosmos versus Papa Roach. In our race number 8, Unicosmos will start at lane 1, Papa Roach lane 2. Again, Unicosmos lane 1, Papa Roach lane 2, race number 8. Ready, set, bye. Okay, talsik. Okay naman natin. Penultimate lap. Final lap. God, hindi na pinitin. Unicosmos, winner. Ike, Sonike. Yan, match up. Ay, ano yung nandun? Panalo pala, no? Talo. Panalo pala yung nandun. O, talo yung susunod. Pala. 8. Green. Papa Roach lost. Race number 9. Race number 9 will now feature Timac Avatari versus Archela Myrtle. Okay. Timac Avatari versus Archela Myrtle for our race number 9. Timac Avatari will start at lane 2, Archela Myrtle lane 1. Again, Timac Avatari lane 2, Archela Myrtle lane 1 for race number 9. Okay. Ready, set, bye. Penultimate lap, final rating here. Good. Archela Myrtle, final lap, let's see. No, loading. Draw game. Si Timac ang huling membang. Last course out. Si Timac Abatari. Last course out si Timac Abatari kasi yung winner kanina yon eh. First course out, Archera. First course out, Archera. Timac kasi nagtuloy-tuloy pa. Race 10. Race number 10, Cosmo Atomica versus Abatari. Alright, in our race number 10, it's going to be Cosmo Atomica starting at lane 1 and Avatari will start at lane 2, contrast to what your respective color designs are. At the red lane or lane 2 is going to be Avatari, and at the blue lane, the starting lane po yun ni Cosmo Atomica in our race number 10. Ready, set, bye. Okay, yun o. Draw. Take. Draw. Last course out si Avatari. Cosmo Archera. Remaining assignments for Cosmo Atomica, Archera, Paparoch. Draw. Draw si Avatari. Pero ang first course out, si Cosmo. Cosmo first course out. Avatari nagtuloy-tuloy pa, sumabit lang eh. Okay. Spider versus Cockroach match up between Zeta and Papa Roach in our race number 11. Okay. Zeta versus Papa Roach, race number 11. And in this matchup, it's going to be Zeta at lane 2, Papa Roach lane 1. Again, starting lane sila, Papa Roach lane 1, Zeta lane 2, race number 11. Ready, set, bye. Begin. Go. Go. Zeta first course out. Zeta first course out kay Papa Roach. Ano yun? Cosmo, first course out, last course out. Papa Roach ang Batari, naglaban na ba sila? Hindi pa. Yun, tama. Zeta first course out kay Papa Roach. Draw. Race number 12. Race number 12 will now feature Unicosmos versus Timac Avatari in our race number 12. Okay, binibilisan ko na po mga kadipat, kaya pansin nyo mabilis yung pacing natin. Binibilisan ko po kasi baka maanoan na kami ng tubig. Malapit na kami pasukan ng tubig. Okay, in our race number 12, Unicosmos will start at lane 1. Timac Avatari lane 2, so salungat sa kanilang mga kulay yung kanilang starting lanes. Unicosmos will start at the blue lane or lane 1, Timac Avatari at the red lane or lane 2 in our race number 12. Ready, set, bye. Hi, Unicosmos, first course out. 2, 3, okay, go. Draw. First out, Unicosmos. Last course out. Unicosmos, first course out. Remaining assignments, Zeta, tsaka Abatari. Race number 13. Cosmo Archera. Correct. Okay, race number 13. Cosmo Atomica, Archera Myrtle ang matchup. Cosmo Atomica versus Archera Myrtle for race number 13. And in this matchup, it's going to be Cosmo Atomica at lane 2. Archera Myrtle at lane 1. So that's identical with your respective color designs. Cosmo Atomica starting at the red lane or lane 2. And Archera Myrtle will start at its blue lane, which is lane 1. Race number 13. Ready, set, bye. First contact, mas mabagal na yung pag-inom ng contact. Okay, draw. Draw. First contact, Archera. Yun, last contact, first contact. Okay. Red. Sino yung first red doon? Archera. Diba? Taas draw. Last assignment for Cosmo Atomica, Papa Roach. Race number 14. Ayan. Race number 14, it's going to be Papa Roach versus Abatari. Yan. Rat-ratang showdown in race number 14. And in this matchup, Papa Roach will start at lane 1, Abatari starting at lane 2, to contrast to what their respective color designs are. It's going to be the red lane or lane 2 for Abatari. Papa Roach will start at the blue lane or lane 1 in race number 14. Ready, set, bye. Sabi. First course up, Abatari. Kaya naman pala. Kaya naman pala. Drop. Umili. Ay! Umangat yung ano. Umangat pala yung ano niya, kaya nahinto. Draw. Draw game. First course up, Abatari. Kaya pala eh. Ay, patay. Wala ko lang magpalit ng lock. Opo, nasiraan ko ng ano, ES lock. Nasiraan ng ES lock. Wala na bumigay. Officials time out, Papa Roach. Bumigay lang yung ano niya eh. Bumigay lang yung tawag dito, yung lock. Yun. Yung lock na ano, pumalas. Bumigay na. Nag-crack na kasi dun sa ano niya eh, sa closingan niya eh. Sensya na po kung parang binibilisan ko po yung ano, yung live natin. It's simply because of the sudden surge brought out by Super Typhoon Regasa or Nando. Yun nga pa, biglang flash flood po ang una sa atin sa Amyanan. So that's why binibilisan ko po. Abatari per score out. Ano ba yun nandun? Per score out. Last score out. Ayun na. Tama. Papa Roach nga. Last assignment ng kanya yan. Tama. Last assignment na pala niya si ano, Papa Roach. Si Cosmo. Tapos may dalawang laban pa ata si Papa Roach eh. Isa na lang din. Tama. Tama. Draw din pala. Okay. Race number 15. Okay, race number 15 will now feature Zeta versus T-Mac Avatari. Okay. Zeta versus T-Mac Avatari for our race number 15. And in this matchup, it's going to be Zeta starting at lane 2. T-Mac Avatari lane 1. Again, T-Mac Avatari starting at lane 1. Zeta starting at lane 2 for race 15. Ready, set, bye. And then, go. Draw game. Last course out. Last course out yun eh. First course out. Zeta first course out. Ay tapos na. Si T-Mac Avatari, ang natirang assignment na lang pala niya si ano. Ang natirang assignment na lang pala niya si Avatari. O, yun na yung penultimate assignment na niya pala to. Okay. Tapos si Unicosmos at Archera Myrtle naman kay Zeta. Sino ang first course at between them? Zeta, di ba? Okay. Race number 16. Okay, bilisan na po natin. Race number 16 will na feature Unicosmos versus Archera Myrtle. Okay. Unicosmos versus Archera Myrtle for our race number 16. And in this matchup, it's going to be Unicosmos starting at lane 1, Archera Myrtle starting at lane 2. So that's contrast to what your respective color designs are. At the red lane or lane 2, that's the starting lane of Archera Myrtle. It's whereas Unicosmos will start at the blue lane or lane 1 in our race number 16. Ready, set, bye. Draw. Eating. Draw. Archera, first course out. O yun, tama. First course out. Archera, first course out. Red. Red line. Last assignment ni Archera Myrtle ay si Zeta. Okay. Next. Yung race 17, Papa Roach Cosmo, tapos na parehas. Ay, oh. Last assignment parehas. Okay, sige. Race number 17 will now feature Papa Roach versus Cosmo Atomica. So, yung mga Agent Orange maghaharap na sa race number 17. Rematch ng kanilang previous race for third nung Miyerkules. And in this matchup, it's going to be Papa Roach starting at lane 2, Cosmo Atomica lane 1. Again, Papa Roach starting at lane 2, Cosmo Atomica starting at lane 1 in this race number 17. Ready, set, bye. Ay! Alright. Ultimate lap. Last lane changer. That's good. Final lap. Okay. Winner. Yes. Winner. Papa Roach wins. Alright. Papa Roach winner. Tapos yung dalawa. Last assignment na nila parehas yan eh. Hindi pa rin nakabawi si Papa Roach. Okay. So down to our last 4 races. Si Zeta meron pang Unicosmos at sige no? Pwede mauna yan. At tapos si si Tima si Abatari meron pang isa. Si Unicosmos din. Ay si Unicosmos din ang last assignment niya pala. Oo. Tapos ito yung pwede rin 18 19 18 19 Oo. May mauulit pala. May mauulit pala rito. Oo. May mauulit dito. So, kung sino lang yung may tigalawa, yun na lang muna. Okay, sige. Race number, na lang muna tayo. Race number 18 natin will be Unicosmos versus Abatari first. Okay. Race number 18, Unicosmos versus Abatari muna. And in this matchup, it's going to be Unicosmos starting at lane 1. And Abatari will start at lane 2 para salungat sa kanilang kulay yung kanilang starting lanes. Unicosmos starting at the blue lane or lane 1. Abatari starting at the red lane or lane 2 in our race number 18. Ready, set, bye. Alright. Good. Right. Good. Penultimate lap. Smooth lang Final lap, may duga pang payo sa lane 1. Oh, sakto. Unicosmos, winner. Alright. Last 3 races. Okay, down to last 3. Down to last 3. O, antayin niya si Unicosmos mamaya. Okay, race number 19. Ayun, walang nag-back to back. Good. Yun dapat, walang magba-back to back. Okay. Race number 19, dalawang DP heat ang magkaharap dito sa race number 19. It's Zeta versus Archera Myrtle. Alright. Zeta versus Archera Myrtle in our race number 19. So I have to sit for a little while. And in this matchup, it's going to be Zeta starting at lane 2. Archera Myrtle starting at lane 1. Again, it's Archera Myrtle here starting at lane 1. And Zeta will be starting at lane 2 in our race number 19. Ready, set, bye. Good. Yan ang tinitla, final ring finger. Out. Yan ang tinitla. Final up. Okay. Winner. Archera Myrtle closing out the elimination round with a win over Zeta. Natakasan din niya yung ragasak ni Zeta. Archera won. Zeta lost for the first time. Okay, final 2 races. Penultimate race natin sa race number 20. It's going to be Team Avatari versus Avatari in our 20th and penultimate race of our elimination round this Manic Monday. Talaga namang Manic Monday dahil sa pagragasan ng Super Nando or Ragasa. Alright? So in this race number 20, it's a battle of twin Aero Abantes here, wherein Team Avatari will start at lane 1, Avatari at lane 2. Again, it's Team Avatari starting at lane 1, Avatari starting at lane 2 in our 20th and penultimate race of the elimination round. This Monday edition. Ready, set, bye. Good. Avatari ahead. Yeah, good. Good. Final pa. Penultimate lap. Final ring finger. Good. Final lap, let's see. Winner, Avatari. Wow. What a way to cap up its elimination round campaign with a victory. It's going to be Avatari prevailing over its twin Abante Team Avatari. Yan. So tapos na rin yung dalawa. At nanalo doon si Avatari. Grabe, ibang klaseng stability pinakita. Doon pa nag-init. Final assignment in our elimination round for today's edition, today's Manic Monday edition. It's the rematch from the previous championship race right away. It's going to be, wait lang. Okay, it's going to be Unicosmos taking on Zeta for our final assignment in our elimination round today. Sorry. Oh, nalog. Sensya na. Alright. So in our race 21, Unicosmos will start at lane 2, Zeta at lane 1. Again, Unicosmos will be starting at lane 2 and Zeta starting at lane 1 in our 21st and final race of the elimination round this Manic Monday edition. Ready, set, bye. Logging. Unicosmos first course out. Lagi. Unicosmos first course out. So that wraps up our elimination round. At least natapos natin na mabilis yung elimination round with 35 minutes spent. Okay. So ayan, natapos na yung 21 races natin sa elimination round. So we'll pause for a short break so that we finalize the final standings of all the 7 cars played here in our Manic Monday edition here tonight here today on the Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2. So when we get back, It's time now for our final 4 rounds, semifinals races, race for third and championship races. All these and more when DTL SMC Season 2 returns. So meron tayong ano. Okay. Alright mga kadipak, once again, Don Patrick D. Paraguila here for our special time coverage of our penultimate chapter of September 2025 here on DTL SNC Season 2. And then we got our top 2. We already decided with our top 2, 7, dalawang 7, tatlong 6, dalawang 5. Yung dalawang 5, siwak na po yun at yun ay sina Zeta at Team Makabatari out of contention. So for Zeta, it's the last for today. So today's its last assignment. Ngayon ang last assignment ni Zeta. So hindi na siya makikita pa sa ating final chapter on September 24, 2025. Hindi na siya mailalaro. So ganun din si Team Makabatari, that's the last actually. So, ano yan, yun na yung last na, ano niya, last day. Team Kabatari and Zeta will spend its final race day for the month of September 2025 today. So, end. So, that's the last. So, yung top 5 magbabalik pa on Wednesday. Okay. So, we have decided on our top 2, Unicosmos and Papa Roach ended in on top with identical 7 point output. Parehong 2 wins, 3 draws at 1 loss. Kaya lang, during, when as a win over the other rule natin, si Unicosmos ang nanalo kay Papa Roach. So therefore, Unicosmos will be the top seeded car. Papa Roach will be the second seeded car. And then a three-way tie between Cosmo, Atomica, Archer, Myrtle, and Avatari. But unfortunately, they all ended themselves at identical 1 win, 4 draws, and 1 loss record. 1-1 po nila. And at the same time, against each other, tabla, tigisang per score south. Si Archer Myrtle, ganun din. Si per score south kay Cosmo, pero ano rin, hindi naman nag-score south kay Abatari. Si Abatari ang per score south kay Archer, pero si Cosmo Atomica not first score south. So we'll have kalaban ni na Unicosmos at Papa Roach. Malalaman natin sa ating tiebreaker phase. We have tiebreaker races. First up, we have Cosmo Archera. Okay. Cosmo versus Archera. Kanina. Ano na yan? Ano bang lane si Cosmo Atomic at si Archera? Race number, ano yun? Race number, alternate starting lane kasi. Ano na yan? Winner's break. Ang gagawin na lang natin, winner's break. Winner's break na lang yan pag mga 3-way tie. Okay. So, si Cosmo Atomica, ang top seed among the 3. So, Cosmo, lane 2. Winner's break, kanya yung lane 2. Okay. So, lane 2 si Cosmo, Archera, lane 1. Oo nga pala, nakalimutan ko yung flash. Okay. Switch on. Okay, switch on. Ready, set, bye. Last man standing. Last start on, last start. Last start standing. Pag remember, ano na. Okay, begin. Cosmo, 1-0. Lane 2 pa rin siya. Against Avatari, Cosmo at lane 2, Avatari lane 1. Next. Isa na lang. Pag nanalo pa si Cosmo dito, kanya na yung lane 1. Kanya yung number 3. Pala. Tama. Cosmo, Archera. Isang panalo na lang ni Cosmo against Avatari. Pag nanalo pa si Cosmo dito, yun na. Kanya na yung number 3. Tapos mag-aagawan sa number 4 yung dalawa. Okay. Ano na to? Lane 2 pa rin yan, Cosmo. Switch on. Ready, set, bye. Go. Okay. Avatari, 1. Cosmo, 1 goal. Pag nakuha pa ni parang penalty shootout mangyayari dito parang penalty shootout yan. So si Avatari nanalo kay Cosmo. Isa pa, 1-1. Pag nakuha pa ni Avatari to, kanya na yung third seed against Archera. Pag natalo pa rin na si Archera, kanya na yung third seed. So ngayon si Avatari ang lane 2. Avatari lane 2. Switch-on. Ready, set, bye. Okay. One last. Lane 1 ngayon. Palit niya. Switch lane. Winner's break, Archera, lane 1. Lane 1 naman ngayon. Kanina kay Cos, yun ulit. Ganun ulit. Kanina lane 2 si, Avatari. Lane 1 naman. Baliktad, switch on. Yun ulit. Baliktad naman, baliktad. So, panibago na naman. Ready, set, bye. Okay. That's it. Archera 1. Pag pa niya to, pag nakuha pa niya to, kanya na yung third seed. Pag nakuha pa ni, ano to, winner's break, lane, ano yan? Lane 1, ano? Lane 1. Kanina si Archer, ano pa siya? Lane 1. Lane 1. Lane 2 na yon. Switch ngayon. Switch ngayon siya. Switch ngayon yan. 1, 2, 3. 1, 0. Yan yung 1. Archer, di ba? 1-0. Archer 1-0. Pag nakuha pa ni Archer to, kanya na yung lane 1. Switch yan, switch. From lane 2, tapos alternate niya. Lane 1. Lane 1 pa rin siya, no, Archer. Tapos si Cosmo, lane 2. Okay. Switch on. Tama ba? Lane 2. Teka, kanina ba yung ano? Kanina ba yung huli? Abatari. Abatari lane 1. Ano yun? Switch. Nag-switch kanina eh. Abatari na akuha ng lane 2 eh. Tama, lane 2. Tapos ngayon lane 1, baliktad. Lane 2 si Archer, lane 1 naman si ano. Tama. Lane 1. Si Archer, lane 2, lane 1 naman ngayon. Switch. Switch pala. Hindi pa na mangyari dyan. Okay. Ready, set, bye. Wow. 1-all. Cosmo, 1-all. Archera, 1-all. Archera, 1-1. So, si, 1-0 si Cosmo. Si Abatari, 0-1. Pag nakuha pa to ni, pag nakuha pa to ni Cosmo, kanya na yung lane. Kanya na yung lane. Kanya na yung third seed. Lane 1 si Cosmo. Lane 2 kanina siya kaya Batari eh. Switch on. Okay, switch. Ready, set, bye. Okay. Yun na. Settle. Ayun, settle. Bumibigras lang siya eh. Settled. Abatari out. Yung twin arrow Abantes out. Pero si Abatari babalik sa Miyerkules. Alright. So, yun. So, nasettle na po sa wakas. After double overtime, nasettle na yung top 4 natin. Cosmo Atomic and Archera Myrtle will make it to the final 4. Yun. So, ano yan? Cosmo 2-0. Number 3 siya. Si Abatari 0-2. Number 5. So, Abatari tatapos na number 5, Archera number 4, Cosmo number 3. Yon, so ayos na po yung yung top 4 natin sa wakas. After that, double OT. Double OT sa natin sa tiebreaker phase. So, it's going to be Papa Roach versus Cosmo Atomica in our semifinal number 1. Semifinals number 2 will be Unicosmos versus Archera Myrtle. So, without further ado, let's proceed right away with our semifinals number 1. Okay, semis 1, it's going to be the Agent Oranges. Ito, Orange Agents, Papa Roach number 2 versus number 3, Cosmo Atomica. Yan po yung semis number 1 natin. And in this matchup, it's going to be Cosmo Atomica starting at lane. Ano ba kaninang huli? Lane 2. Lane 2 nga. Tama, lane 2 si Cosmo. Papa Roach, lane 1. Again, ang higher seed ngayon dyan, lane 1. Pwede lang magtuloy yung kasi, yung talagang alternate starting lane dun sa semis. Yung sa tiebreaker, pwede switch lane. Okay. Semi 1, Papa Roach versus Cosmo Atomica. Lane 1 si Papa Roach, lane 2 si Cosmo Atomica. Yan. Mga kalipat, once again, this is your continuing coverage of the Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2 in our penultimate race day of September 2025. September 22, 2025 is the date today. And on early coverage, early coverage dahil nga po medyo pinapasukan na kami ng tubig. So, tubig baha. Flood is about to start any moment from now. And without further ado, let's proceed right away with our semifinals number 1. Ready, set, bite. Re-raise last card. Okay, re-raise last card. Re-raise last card. Proceed na tayo agad. Ay, wait lang. Official time up. May namatay na uod. Alright, re-raise tayo. Re-raise sa semis 1. Last card. Pag may umemba, ano yan, bagsak sa responder. Okay, restart. Ready, set, bite. Okay. Paparot, bagsak sa responder. Osmo papasok. Okay. Okay. So it's going to be Cosmo Atomica after that last car race restart or last car re-race doon sa duelo nila ni Papa Roach. Si Cosmo Atomica yung pasok sa ating championship race. Papa Roach will be relegated to the race for the bronze. Alright. Semifinals number 2 right away. Okay. Semifinals number 2 right away. It's going to be Unicosmos, the top seeded car, going up against the 4th seeded car, Archera Myrtle. Alright. In our semifinals number 2. And in this matchup, it's going to be Unicosmos starting at lane 2. Yep, okay. Unicosmos starting at lane 2, Archera Myrtle starting at lane 1, so that's identical with their respective color designs. Again, it's Archera Myrtle starting at lane 1, at the blue lane, and at the red lane or lane 2, that's Unicosmos for our semifinals number 3. Official time up. Yun. Ready, set, bite. Maganda na to. Bumitos na tayo. Penultimate lap, final lane finger. Very good, ganda ng bitaw. Final lap. Okay, see, panalo na. Winner. Hit eh. Wala na, hit. Hindi ko na matalo. That's it. So it's going to be the clash between the twin Cosmosonics. Yan, the clash of the twin Cosmosonics in our championship race later on. As Unicosmos book that final ticket to the championship race against fellow Cosmosonic Cosmo Atomica. Alright. So right away, we'll proceed with our race for third. Okay, race for third or race for the bronze tayo kaagad. Okay, so it's going to be Papa Roach, the second seeded going up against the fourth seeded car Archera Myrtle for our race for third. And in this matchup, it's going to be Papa Roach starting at lane 1, Archera Myrtle at lane 2. Again, it's Papa Roach starting at lane 1, Archera Myrtle starting at lane 2. Kukuha ko ng mga dumi. Marumihan to kasi masyadong matulin eh. So, kukuha ko rito. Tatapusin na natin ng maaga para makaligo na ako. Hindi pa ako nakakaligo eh. Sabay ganun eh. Darin! Alright, mga kalipat, mga kadetail at mga katamiya, ladies and gentlemen, here now is our race for the bronze, or race for third for our Manic Monday edition of DTL SMC Season 2, the September 22, 2025. First, to make 6 laps. Ready, set, bite. 5. Good. Still good. Penultimate lap. Final lap. Good. Winner. Buti na lang, walang re-race. That's good. Kanina may re-race eh, yung semis. Semis 1. Oo nga pala, nag-re-race pala. Papa Roach will end its Manic Monday campaign with a third place finish against Archera Myrtle. So additional point for Papa Roach on its aggregate scoring in our penultimate chapter of September 2025. Alright. Finally, but definitely not the least, is our uh, Bela Labang-Labang. Alright. Tawal ng tawal yung isa naming makulit na aso. Alright. Championship race right away. It's going to be the twin Cosmosonics going at it. Unicosmos na number 1 seed against the number 3 seed Cosmo Atomica. And in this championship race, that's the much-awaited clash in the championship race between the twin Cosmosonics, Cosmo Atomica, and Unicosmos going at it at last in the championship race, wherein Cosmo Atomica will start. Lane 2, 1 para, sorry. Lane 1 for Cosmo Atomica, Unicosmos starting at lane 2. Again, it's Unicosmos starting at lane 2, and Cosmo Atomica will start at lane 1. Ito na, dumihan ko na rin konti. Baka madali pa eh. Baka madali pa. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, mga kadipat, mga kaditial at mga katamiya, let's brace ourselves now for the much-awaited championship race between the twin Cosmosonics to culminate our Manic Monday festivities here on DPAT's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2. First to make 6 laps. Ready, set, bye! Ay! Sumbang agad. Kaya yun. Nadali ka agad. Lumayog. Mayari ka agad eh. Penultimate lap. Final lap. Race. Last start. 3 race, last start. May chance patuloy sa Unicosmos na depensan yung titulo. Unicosmos is the defending champion, by the way. So, Unicosmos still has the opportunity to retain its championship against Cosmo Atomica, which is as expected, good as advertised for the star. All right. Okay. Then we start in our championship race. Last car standing concept will be applied to determine the champion. Ready, set, bye. Umabot na. Hinabol. Good. Bumitin. Penultimate lap. Okay, winner. Talagang winner, convincing. Convincing. So that was a convincing result in our last car standing. Yan. So, convincing nga po. So it's confirmed. It's official. It's going to be Cosmo Atomica clinching that championship away from Unicosmos to become the newly crowned champion after today's race day in our penultimate chapter of September 2025 here on the TLSNC Season 2. Yum. So sa wakas, natapos din yung championship. Medyo I'll catch my breath a little. In the meantime, it's simply because it's getting close. The flight is getting close to our home. Alright. So, summarizing this previous race, let's start first with the previous race day dahil medyo natapos po tayo na mabilis. So, mag-proceed muna tayo do sa update nung nakaraang Merkules. Yun nga, nung Wednesday pala, September 17, ang mga naglaban sina Ferreira, Zeta, Tima Kabatari, Papa Rods, Target, Unicosmos at Cosmo Atomica. And after those 21 races in the single round robin, the final forecast were Zeta, Cosmo Atomica, Unicosmos, and Papa Rods went on to the final 4 rounds. Semifinals round, was Zeta versus Papa Roach at 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3 matchup. Twin Cosmosonics battled it out, Cosmo Atomica versus Unicosmos. At ang mga naglaban sa race for third, Cosmo Atomica versus Papa Roach. Zeta versus Unicosmos in the championship race. At nanalo si Papa Roach laban kay Cosmo Atomica after the last man standing. Last car standing concept, nanalo si Papa Roach kontra kay Cosmo Atomica. Then sa championship race, Cosmos was able to cruise to the finish line after 6 laps to beat Zeta. Nag-course out si Zeta. Akala natin mananalo na naman. Pero bigla siyang umembang at nanalo si Unicosmos para maging champion. And moving on to this race day number 8, September 22, 2025, we got Unicosmos, Zeta, Papa Roach, Cosmo Atomica, Team Avatari, Archer Myrtle, and Avatari went at it. And after the 21 races in the single round robin, today we got Unicosmos, Papa Roach, tapos yung 3 and 4 positions, pinagtalunan pa sa isang tiebreaker phase dahil itong sina Cosmo Atomica, Archer Myrtle, at Avatari, nagtabla sa 6 points apiece. At the same time, tabla-tabla sila. So, kinailangan natin ng tiebreaker phase. Naging double tiebreaker phase pa ang nangyari. Good thing na mabilis lang natin yan natapos. And yung ang nangyari, after the double overtime race sa tiebreaker phase natin, Cosmo Atomica and Archer Myrtle gained the last 2 tickets of the semifinals, garnering number 3 and number 4 respectively. Cosmo Atomica in 3rd, Archer Myrtle in 4th, and unfortunately Avatari finished 5th and got eliminated early. And in the final 4 rounds, it was Unicosmos versus Archer Myrtle in our 1 versus 4 matchup today. 2 versus 3 matchup was Papa Roach versus Cosmo Atomica. So that's a rematch from the previous race for third. Yun naman po yung semifinals. Number 1 po natin. And then semis 2, Unicosmos versus Archer Myrtle. And it went out to be Cosmo Atomica versus Unicosmos. The Twin Cosmosonics made it to the championship race while Papa Roach and Archer Myrtle battled it out in our race for third. At ang nangyari, si Papa Roach ang nanalo laban kay Archer Myrtle. And then in the championship race, nauwi rin sa last car standing between Unicosmos and Cosmo Atomica. And going to the final lap, umimbang o nabitin sa talon si Unicosmos. So that giving the way to Cosmo Atomica to be crowned champion for today's edition of DTL SMC Season 2. So yung podium finishers po natin, Cosmo Atomica as champion, Unicosmos as the erstwhile champion. Unicosmos finished second, and Papa Roach will be finishing at third place. Yeah. So, ayan po yung mga podium finishers po natin. Update na tayo right away with our scoring, aggregate scoring. And ang nangunguna si Zeta pa rin naman with 13 points, but maybe good enough na yan. Maybe good enough na rin yan kung sakali. Si Cosmo Atomica ngayon may 9 na puntos. Tapos si Unicosmos merong 9. Tabla pala sila. Si Unicosmos at si Cosmo Atomica pala tied at second with 9 points. And then, si Papa Roach 2 points. Avatari, Archer Myrtle 1 point apiece. Si Stargate, last chance na niya on Wednesday. Huling pagkakataon ni Stargate na makapuntos on Wednesday. And itong si Ferreira may 6 points na. Alright. So, with only 1 race day left this month of September 2025, on September 24, hopefully nga lang, mas maganda yung takbo lagay ng panahon natin on September 24. Maging mas maganda sana yung lagay ng panahon. Pero sige, kung sakaling may mga emergency na mangyari this week, dahil nga sa pananalasan ng Super Typhoon Nando or Ragasa as internationally known, so i-update ko na lang po kayo from time to time kung yung mangyayari. Ipopost ko na lang po dyan sa DPAT's Tamiya League Facebook page. So for those who are still new to our YouTube channel DPAT TV, Don Patrick Aguilar, please like, follow, share, and subscribe for more of Tamiya Mini 4-wheel drive racing action and random video logs here on DPAT TV. Don Patrick Aguilar, streaming live coverages of DTL SMC Season 2 for this year. Next year, hopefully mabalik natin ang DPAT's Tamiya League Season 5. Hopefully, yung Season 5 maano natin in 2026. And yung iba ko pa mga social media platforms at DPAT Tamiya League on TikTok, DPAT's Tamiya League, An Evening with Deepa Aguilar and Deepa Aguilar on Facebook. Yung huling tatlong binanggit ko, yung po yung sa Facebook ko. Okay? So, ayan. So, with only 1 race day left, Zeta is still in command with 13. So, that might be That is a small chance actually. Wala na. Wala nang habol. So ano na yon, there's no way na mahabol pa talaga si Zeta. Yung 13 points na yon sapat na para maging champion of the month uli for the second straight month. Last August, nung August kasi, champion of the month siya. This September, champion of the month na naman siya ulit kasi 13 points na. Eh yung sina Cosmo Atomica at saka si Uni Cosmos nagtabla at 9 points apiece. But, so that's not enough anymore. Hindi na yan sasapat. Kahit mag-champion pa kahit isa sa kanila, it's not that enough anymore. So, ano na yun. So, there's no way na mahabol pa talaga si Zeta. The best na magagawa ng either ni Cosmo Atomica or ni Uni Cosmos, maging 12 points yun. Still, si Zeta may 1 point lead pa siya. So, therefore, it's safe to say, already that Zeta will be crowned the September 2025 champion of the month. So, to formalize that, we will be seeing you on Wednesday, September 24 or September 25, Thursday. It's either Wednesday or Thursday. Depende po kung depending on the situation na happening right now. Kung whether or not tataas pa yung tubig baha. Hopefully nga lang bumaba na po, humupa na po yung tubig baha dito. Yun nga lang. Pero kung sakali na ganun pa rin, sa Thursday tayo magpapatuloy. Pero kung talagang totally tuloy tayo sa Wednesday. Kung tuloy yung humupa yung baha bukas, tuloy tayo sa Wednesday. Pero kung medyo lumala pa, Thursday tayo. Either Wednesday or Thursday. So that's September 24 or September 25 respectively. So kita-kits tayo sa mga araw na yan, whichever is available. Alright. So depending on the situation, we'll just update you. At saka maki-update din po tayo lahat doon sa DOST Pag-asa Facebook page at sa ibang mga social media platforms po nito. So that we can be updated regarding the latest track of Super Typhoon Nando or Ragasa as internationally known. Alright, so this will do it for our live streaming of Tamiya Mini 4-Wheel Drive Racing Action here on DPAT's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2. Is September 22, 2025. And once again, Don Patrick D. Paragular here, your host, racer, marshal, producer, director, all-in-one package for now signing off. And once again, thank you so much to all who watch and whoever will watch anytime on our live coverages. And of course, and available na po yan right away on our on my YouTube channel, DPAT TV. Alright. So once again, I remind everyone to stay safe and healthy, avoid negative vices, especially drugs, and all other negativities around you, and protect yourselves from all those negativities at all times and at all costs as well. And of course, yung prayers po ng inyong lingkod, prayers to everyone, and keep safe and dry. Mga kadipat, mga kadetail, mga katamiya, ladies and gentlemen, please keep yourself safe from all harm, especially now na binabayo po tayo, kasalukuyan pa tayong binabayo ng Typhoon Nando or Ragasa. Alright, so once again, I'm leaving you a pleasant Lunes malinis afternoon to all of you, and as always, to God be all the glory and honor. Never lose your faith in God, as always. Never lose your faith in God. Always to God be all the glory and honor. God bless all of us. God bless our beloved Maharlika nation. And God bless the entire world and all of us Filipinos across the globe. And like I always remind every true Filipino across the globe, love the Philippines. Mahalin po natin ang Pilipinas at sama-sama po tayong bumangon muli at ipakita at ipagmalaki sa buong mundong tayo ay Pilipino. Isigaw na malakas ang ating panalo. Taos puso, taas no kahit kanino. Pero sa mga manlulupig, hindi po tayo pasisil. Lakad matatag, anumang delubyo ang dumaan. So once again, this has been another presentation of another exciting Tamiya Mini 4-Wheel Drive Racing Action live streamed here on DPAT TV. Don Patrick Aguilar. Once again, this has been another edition of DPAT's Tamiya League Stock Motor Conference Season 2. And of course, nakita-kits tayo either on Wednesday or this coming Wednesday or Thursday. So to conclude our month-long races on that track layout. So once again, this has been Don Patrick D. Patagilar saying Shokran and Tusentak for watching this live stream of DTL SMC Season 2. God bless po everyone. Mm-hmm.